So on my Twitter page, and you can follow me at Gymnastics Loves at Twitter. Um, I did had a conversation of what really happened to the men's team, and how can we fix the USA men's program, right? Because I would hate for the USA men's program to go the way of the Romanian program for the women's side to have gone, right? And we have strong gymnasts. So it makes no sense for the results that we have been getting, right? So some of the answers that I've gotten is this. One of the main um answers is that um all of the great coaches decide to coach the women's side of the program, and they don't coach the men's side of the program because the money isn't there and the participation isn't there. There isn't a bunch of part two, which goes into part two, is there just isn't that great number of participants for men's gymnastics, right? Part three is now that they're decimating the men's program in the NCAA, there is no scholarships to go to the men. So now there's no incentives. There's only four, maybe five guys who can make it to the Olympic teams in the world teams. So what's your incentives? Is gymnastics going to be your career? Um, Part five, maybe part four, I don't remember. um, there's a lack of depth. There's a lack of participation. There's a lack of boys who want to do gymnastics, right? In America, gymnastics is viewed as a women's quote unquote sport, right? So all the great men talents, they play basketball and football, and if you're a shorter, slimmer built man who's muscular, you're more likely to do swimming than gymnastics. You're more likely to do boxing if you're black or Hispanic. You're more likely to be a boxer. You're more likely to be a track and field runner. You're more likely to do something else other than gymnastics. That's viewed as a girl sport in America. So let's tackle that issue first. How can we get gymnastics to not be viewed as a girl sport in America? Um, I think this is kind of simple, but we just need more. And I think especially, and I'm black, and I hate to do this, black gymnastics representatives, for men to understand that this isn't a girl sport. It's just not Simone and Gabby. You could have Donnell. You could have John Orozco. You could have Marvin Kimball. You can have a Selma Kulak. You can have a Jake Dalton. You can have a um, Paul and Morgan Ham. Like, you could have all of these guys, right? And the guys, I said this last time, needs their own tour so they can promote their side of the sports and not just rely on the women's results to make money. The guys need their own tour and their own way of making money. Um, I'm sorry, I know y'all gonna disagree with me. I think the guys not going to the NCAA is going to, in the long run, not initially, but 10 years from now, it's gonna help the men's program. Um, the men need a junior system that does not go to college, right? They need a junior. I hate to say this, but it's not even a choice anymore because they're basically decimating men's gymnastics in the NCAA. The men just need to go professional. Like, we need to skip over this whole amateur. I get it for the women, but for the men need to just skip over it being amateurs and just go straight to being professionals and just make money. Travel around the world and make money, like they do in every other country. Most male gymnastics is their professional career. Um, we definitely, I don't know what number I'm on, so forgive me. We definitely need to destroy and recreate the men's program. I think the men's program need a new national team coordinator. I think they need to focus more on results. Like in this Olympic cycle, I don't think they should be trying to go for a team medal. I know the team medal is what the men want, but they have a bunch of individual athletes who can medal. Do that. Start making men. Oh, I'm so sorry. Start making men want to join the program through the results of the men. Like when the last. I don't know if I think it was Sam McCooley was the last male individual. Why didn't Sam just go on tour and promote him winning a medal, and it would get more boys interested in the sport? Black, white, Hispanic, indifference. We need more men interested in the sport of gymnastics. And not just the girls side of the sport too, the men's side of the sport. It needs to be not just the Olympics. Like I think now with women's gymnastics, we really look forward to all the meets other than just the Olympics. Like we really are there. So we put up with the men's side of the sport to get to the women. The men's side of the sport needs to be more interesting. I don't know if y'all need to host competitions on separate days, not with the women, so our interest can be in the men's side of the sport. I don't know. I don't know if you guys need a separate schedule. Need to host the men's side of the sport, the world championships in different cities. I don't know, but I know something needs to happen. Oh, in part two to this video, I think I owe Lori Hernandez an apology. I still don't get your comeback, sis. I'm not gonna lie. I don't get why you're coming back. And I still don't think you have a real shot. But you did your Downey, and I was thoroughly impressed. Your form is great. Your form is better than other people who have came back before you. So, congratulations, Lori Hernandez. I'm sorry.